in today's session, let us understand about the topic hydrology, how it works, what is the meaning of hydrology. Then also let us understand about hydrological cycle, precipitation, runoff, evaporation, and also let us see the curve, that is hydrograph, and flow duration curve and mass curve working. So basically, to understand hydrology, as the name indicates, hydrology is the study of water. So we can say that hydrology can be defined as science which deals with the processes which governs the deletion and replenishment of water resources. They are over and surface of the earth. Here the cyclic movements which are generally increase, decrease, and they are called as hydrological cycle of water. And they generally rotate water from the sea to the atmosphere by evaporation, and also we know that from thereby precipitation to the earth. And finally they move in the form of streams, rivers, snow, hail, stone, etc. are the different methods of water flow. So when we say the one who examine all this, we generally call them as hydrologists. So they deal with earth and environmental science. So the different engineers and scientists which are dealing with hydrology, they also keep in mind the oceanography, the atmospheric science, and also the groundwater available in that particular areas. Now we can say that the hydrological equation is simply the law of conservation of matter, and that can be written during a green period. As we can say, I will write in the form of equation: inflow is equal to outflow plus change in storage. So this is the equation. Now you can see the diagram here indicating the condensation, precipitation, evaporation, transpiration, and groundwater level. Here the main source of inflow is nothing but precipitation. So we receive water through precipitation. So that may include the rainfall, snowfall, mist, dew, frost, hail, etc. Whereas the source of outflow are generally surface runoff. What do you mean by surface runoff? Then evaporation, then infiltration, transpiration, interpretation, and change in storage. Now let us understand what is surface runoff. Surface runoff is nothing but it is a portion of the precipitation in which appears as surface flow at the gauging site after all the losses. So we all know that evaporation, it is the process by which water from liquid or solid state is converted into vapor form. Similarly, infiltration. So infiltration is the process by which water enters the surface of the soil and makes its way downwards to the water table. Similarly, transpiration, it is a process whereby the moisture that has been absorbed by the roots of the trees, and interpretation is the quantity of water that is intercepted by vegetation, buildings, and other objectives, which subsequently evaporates without contributing to the runoff. So this is how the hydrological cycle works. So we can see here the precipitation cycle, then the rain, then transpiration, then the stream, then evaporation here. Now let us understand the hydrological cycle, how it works. So after understanding the hydrological cycle, the meaning of evaporation, runoff, and other things, now let us understand in the form of hydrograph flow duration curve and also the mass curve. What is a hydrograph? You can observe in the curve or the diagram here. A hydrograph is the graphical representation which shows the discharge and the time. For example, for a hydrograph, y ordinates can be taken as discharge here or flow as we have indicated here, and it may be plotted against x axis, that is time. Now we will be able to know what will be the amount of water cubic meter per second or per square kilometer. Now using that available water, what will be the energy produced can be calculated. So here the x axis may be taken in terms of hours, days, weeks or months. So what is the use of this hydrograph? Generally hydrograph provides us the different information like the discharge at any time during the period under the consideration. So what period we may take, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 month. During that period we will getting the information about the discharge and the maximum and minimum runoff during the period, the average runoff during the period, and the total volume of discharge up to any time given by the area under the curve up to that time. Next, similarly, we can see flow duration curve. So flow duration curve is a rearrangement of all the stream flow elements of the hydrograph in a descending order. Here each point on a flow duration curve shows that the percentage time during the period when the flow was equal to or greater than the given time. So here yearly flow duration curve may be obtained from the month's flow or daily flows, and the area under the flow duration curve represents the total quantity of runoff during the period. Generally, a flow duration curve also may be used for the determination of maximum and minimum condition of flow. So one more curve is your mass curve. As you can see here, the mass curve indicates in that particular area the total volume of runoff, and it is represented in cubic meters up to certain time. So here we can say the mass curve of a rainfall is a plot of the accumulated overall precipitation against the time plotted in the chronological order. If the rainfall is generally uniform throughout the year, then the mass curve would be straight line having uniform shape, but it is not the case. Hence mass curves are having different shapes when you can see time versus meter cube. So this is about your hydrological cycle, mass curve, flow duration curve and hydrograph. Hope you understood. Thank you.